return type is int because the default return type of any user defined function is int, which accepts one parameter. Okay, then we have a main function, and we have a in main function we have a variable I whose initial value is 10. Okay, then we have a for loop. Okay, the for loop, as we know that when there is a no termination condition in the for loop, then that for loop goes to infinite until there is a no break statement inside the loop. Okay, so as we can see, we have a break statement which is based on a condition. When this condition is true, then this break statement execute and the loop will terminate. Okay, so now let's see it. As we can see, we have another variable k, and we have calling the function mult on the variable I, and the value of I we have as 10, so that the 10 value is passed to the mult function and the controls comes here, and the value of j we have as 10. As we can see that we are just multiplying the value of j by j, which means that the value of j is now 100. Okay, now we are returning the value of j by this function, and b the controls comes again from here to here, and this function is replaced by the value 100, so that the value of k is now 100. Okay, so, and we come to this line, and we can see that there is a pre-decrement operator which is applied on the variable I, which means that the value of first I variable is decreased by 1, then it is used, which means that the 9 is less than 5. Okay, which is not true, so that the break statement doesn't execute and the controls comes here, and again the controls goes to the for loop, and this loop again execute, which means that this statement again come and the mult function is again called, and this controls comes to mult function, which means that now we have the value of I as 9, which means that the value of j is none other than 9. Now we are squaring the variable j, which means that we are squaring the value 9, which gives us answer 81, and we are returning the 81 from this function, and this 81 is stored in the variable k. Okay, first in the variable k we have 100, now we have 81, which is square of 9. Now the control comes to this line, and we can say that the value of I is decreased by 1, which means that 8 is less than 5. Obviously 8 is not less than 5, this condition is false. The for loop is again executed, which means that the controls come to this line, and here we can see mult function is again called on the variable I, whose value is 8. So the control comes to mult function, and the value of j is now 8, and now we are squaring the value j and storing the variable j, which means that 64 is stored in the variable j, and 64 is also returned by this function, and that 64 is stored in the variable k, which means that 81 is get overridden by the value 64. Again the controls comes to here, as we can see that minus I, which means that the value of I is now 7. Is 7 is less than 5? Obviously not true, so this condition is false. Now this statement does not execute. Now the control comes to again to the for loop, and here we can say that this function is again execute. The controls comes to this function. Now the value of I we have as 7, so that the value of j is also 7, and we are getting the value of j as 49, and the 49 value is returned by this function. Now that 49 value is stored in the variable k. Okay, so here we again check if minus I, which means that 6 is less than 5. Obviously 6 is not less than 5. The controls come to again for loop, and this function is again called on the value I. Now the value of I we have as 6. The controls comes to this line. The value of j we have as 6, and we get the value of j from this function as 36, and now the 36 value is returned by the function, and that 36 value is stored in the variable k. Okay, so in place of 49 we have a now 36. Now we come to this line, this condition, we check here the condition 5 is less than 5. Obviously 5 is not less than 5, so this condition is again false. This statement is not executed. The controls again come to the for loop. We come inside the loop and this statement again executed, which means that the function is again, mult function is again called, and the controls comes to directly to the mult function. And here the value of I we have as the value of I is reduced by 1, which means that the now value of I is 5, and the value of j is also 5. Now the square of 5 is 25, and 25 value is returned by this function, and that 25 value is stored in the variable k. Okay, so the control comes to here. Now we can see minus I, which means that the value of I is now 4. If 4 is less than 5, obviously 4 is less than 5, then this condition is true. This statement is executed, which means that the break statement is encountered and this loop will terminate. As this loop will terminate, the controls come to the outside the loop, and here we can see we have a printf statement in which we are just printing the value of k, which means that we get the output as k equal to 25, because the last value stored in the variable k is 25. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.